Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'll be presenting to you an overview of corporate retirement coaching. Corporate retirement coaching. I'll be addressing that overview by answering the famous questions: what, why, who, when, and how. First of all, I'll be addressing the who part. I'm introducing myself to you. My name is Hesham Muhammad Saeed Gurban. I'm a retiree after 25 years of service. I'm also a researcher and a writer in the field of retirement coaching and the field of retirement adjustment to retirement from the psychological aspects. I've authored hundreds of articles in this field, and I've authored also a book titled The Happy Retiree Guide, and I have lots of activities in that regard. I'm also a retiree, as I said, so I'm a writer, retiree, researcher, and I'm also a retirement coach, and I got my certification from US-based institutions, and that certification required lots of training, serious training, field training, and passing exams, and it also requires more effort to continue to retain the certification and what we call recertification rules. That's the who. Okay, let's say who. Let's talk about the what. What is corporate retirement coaching? Corporate retirement coaching has two aspects: the retirees themselves, who are retiring from corporations or companies, and the other aspect is their management. Their management. Corporate retirement coaching is a fruit for the transformation of the thought of retirement. Retirement has been transforming in different parts in the world, and this successful transformation is being used and shared worldwide. How can we transform retirement from the old notion of rest, from retire, to the notion of to continue giving, from the old notion of prepare yourself for death and do nothing and just rest and leisure, to continue to maintain and gain more meanings for your life as a retiree via giving, from being isolated from the society to being an integral part of the societies. So the old corporations used to produce retirees who will do nothing, who will do very little to the societies. Now corporations take pride in producing retirees who are a big gain of their societies, who are active. So corporations say our retirees are not dead wood. Our retirees are they were useful in their corporations during their regular jobs, and we ensure that they continue to be useful to their societies. So we're not producing dead wood, we're producing very active and engaged individuals who have great and tangible impact on their societies at large. So retirement coaching focuses on the individual. In a specific term, we help retirees. I help retirees as a certified retirement coach to understand retirement as per the new view of retirement, and to win his heart for this new and brighter picture of retirement, and to assess his readiness for retirement via psychometric testing, and to help him to be a more successful retiree and a happier retiree, as happiness is a result of success. Happiness is a result of giving and being content through that giving. And the corporate retirement coaches also addresses the management. Management are ambassadors for propagating and spreading this new concept of retirement. So management themselves are also employees, and they will retire. So somehow everybody is acting like an ambassador for the new and transformed notion of retirement. Let's talk about the when. When does this counseling or coaching happen? Preferably, this coaching happens prior to retirement. Prior to retirement, let's say 5 years or 2 years before retirement. And this early preparation helps retirees understand what lies ahead and get prepared for what lies ahead. And I need to add another part to coaching. Coaching does not stop at giving psychometric tests. No, coaching continues after the test by giving individualized coaching based on the individual test results. So it's a continuous process where each employee has his own coach. The win part, if we conduct such coaching via workshops, I give workshops to prepare retirees for retirement, and I give workshops also to management to tackle their part in preparing the employees for retirement. And in both, this workshop combines success stories, combines success factors, and part of it is individualized counseling. And this is something which is scientifically tailored, based on psychometric testing. So let's talk about the why. The why. It's here's a $1 million question raised by corporations. Why should I do it? Why should I do it? All of us are in the field of HR here know that corporations have changed a lot since Frederick Taylor Scientific Management School. We have now the human resource model and even the custodian model of corporations, where corporations try to present themselves or itself as families, as caring, as focus on humans. So this will further polish the humane image of corporations and present corporations in a more caring fashion, and that's more attractive, makes them more attractive employers, as they take care of their employees from two. And the two doesn't stop at retirement. It even goes beyond retirement by providing some coaching before retirement and some coaching after retirement. And the purpose of this, they make sure that the quality of life of their employees is good, excellent, during work years and even past retirement, by providing them with scientific tools and practical and successful means to retain their life meaning and to continue to being active and useful to themselves and their societies. The how. I did deliberately throw bits and pieces about the how. How do we present retirement coaching? I did talk about it. So the how is answered as follows. Retirement coaching is better presented in terms of presenting success stories about those who have succeeded to transform retirement from this old notion to a much better and attractive and active and productive notion. And we present also the psychological factors behind such transition. And so this is sort of a general general approach. However, our strength lies in providing individualized coaching. And individualized coaching means one-to-one coaching is done via psychometric testing, meaning tests that have been studied and well designed and have been validated scientifically through many research and many even PhD dissertations to show the validity of such tests that are linked to a huge database that gave it more and more validity and they have been refined and improved through the years. So that individualized gain, each employee will take a test. Okay, he would learn about, all the employees will learn about that test in the general fashion, but each employee has a different result. Each employee will discover his strength point that will help him in that transformation. Along with the strength point, he will discover areas that he needs to work on. The work of a certified and experienced and professional coach does not stop at handing the test results. No, it goes further by providing customized individual coaching to each employee to help him continue his journey. Many, even executives in companies worldwide, seek executive retirement coaching, and this shows how much they value specialties and how much they value this field that has a lot to give to retain one's life meaning and to help us continue to be giving and active to ourselves and our societies. Why? Let's continue the why. So that companies will continue to present themselves and assert their image as caring employees, okay, by taking care of their employees from, during, and even past retirement. Number two, societies will benefit a lot from such transformed employees, and the thanks and gratitude will go to the companies that help produce such retirees. I mentioned earlier that the companies take pride when they see their retired employees assume positions and continuing activities after retirement, and they take pride in the fact that those employees were their employees and were raised and taught and trained inside it, and that this corporation is giving the society, continues to give the society more. So it will complement corporate outreach programs as companies continue to help societies in a structured and unstructured ways via their own resources, their own active employees, and even their own retirees. So imagine a world where retirees continue to give to the societies. So the other why is the following. Corporate retirees pass through changes, and in this important life transition. And if this transition is not managed well, they will suffer from ailments, diseases, physical diseases and psychological diseases. And sometimes there is something called psychosomatic diseases, means physical diseases that result from psychological causes. So by helping retirees understand what's coming ahead, retirement, and understand how to cope with retirement, and continue to give and self-actualize and feel useful and feel active and feel engaged, we are enhancing their psychological conditions, and ultimately their body conditions will improve. So it's a bit not impossible to quantify the health benefits for such programs for corporations and individuals. there are many benefits as well for this. By retaining the health and capabilities of retirees, corporations are building and maintaining a parallel pool of resources that they can rely on in cases of crisis, or in case they need training, or in case they need this old retirees to help and assist the workforce in different ways. So you're assessing, you have a parallel workforce that can help you in case of crisis. You have a parallel workforce that can do consultation for you even for free. You have a parallel workforce that can help you spread certain lessons and certain messages in the society. So there are big benefits for corporations. The image will be, the corporate image is enhanced in the humane way. The bill, hopefully, of the medical insurance will be reduced. The satisfaction of employees before and after retirement is somehow impacted. Providing such corporate retirement coaching before retirement may explain retirement much better than the usual, and may remove some of the wrong notions about retirement, and help facilitate that retirement decision. It might make it earlier, it might make it later, but it will make it a well-informed decision, relatively speaking. In the past, that decision of retirement was an ambiguous process. For some, it's well thought. For some, many make that retirement choice to flee pain, run away from pain. And many make that retirement choice based on emotional situations. So the retirement coaching that we give will help probe, assess, diagnose the readiness of employees to retirement, so they can make their own decision, and they are well informed to make a decision, and knowing that the decision that they make will help in the success of that transition to a well-known or even pre-known life. So do you know what retirement is all about? Do you know that they test the notions that you know, the right and the correct notions and the wrong notions? They correct the wrong notions. They see success stories for many in retirement. Do you know the reasons and the ways to succeed in retirement? So that retirement is not a monster. It's presented properly as a new beginning, and a new beginning of a new life, bright life, and a real chance to self-actualize, to do what you like, and a real chance to attend to your old passions, your old dreams, your old hobbies, your old skills, and a chance to continue your self-engagement in the societies. So here we have addressed mostly corporate retirement coaching in the who, and I explained to you who am I, and why we do it. I touch on different aspects, and I touch on the when. We do it 2 years, few years before retirement, and slightly after retirement. And I also touched on the how. The how we do it in terms of interactive lectures. We do it in terms of psychometric testing, and we do it mainly in the forms of one-to-one consultation. And consultation does not stop at giving or administering the test. No, we use the test results to give customized coaching to each person based on his or her own test results. The how. The how. Part of this process is online. We have lectures that we can install. I have lectures that you can install on your learning management system, on the software you use for self-learning or self-development in your corporations. Those psychometric tests are done online, so the effort on your part is very minimal. We can link it to your corporate learning management system software to make it easy, so they can take the test. The initial results will come to them online as well, but then they are required to meet with a certified coach, me, and my staff, and that coach will help do so many things. First of all, he will help make sure the test results are okay and that the test was answered properly. So the test is not will not do the job without a coach. A coach will make sure that the results, many times we have clients who answer the test wrong because they misunderstood the way that the nature of the test or the way of how to answer the test questions. So my role as a retirement coach is to make sure the test was done right, was handled right, approached right, and answered right. And after that, I will give individualized coaching for each person. And I have been trained, and I have more tools at my disposal to continue the journey with the retirees based on his individualized results. When it comes also to the management, it's very useful to involve management into this process, because we are trying to introduce a new and a transformed image of retirement, and that image has its own vocabulary and its own partial images and its own language. So the language of retirement will change in corporations, and would like the management, middle management especially, and even high management to be ambassadors for spreading, calling for the transformed message and notion of retirement. I hope this overview of retirement coaching is sufficient, and I look forward to serving you and serving your corporations and your employees. My name is Hesham Gurban. If you were to look under my name on the internet, you'll find lots of material in Arabic, lots of articles and research papers about retirement. I also address retirement, the strategic enablement, the legislative enabling for better future for retirees. Meaning, I help retirement serving communities look and work on the legislative and strategic level. In our societies, we need not only to change the notion of retirement inside retirees and inside their companies and inside their societies, we also need to change and improve and transform and upgrade the notion of retirement within the service-giving bodies, different ministries. And it will be an ideal situation to be able to issue legislations that support the rights of retirees for continued education, support the rights of retirees for special medical care, support the right of retirees for transportation, supports the right of retirees for a better future. And as I said, seeking such legislative support is not done through complaints, and is not done to idle request or request by people or retirees who do nothing. Retirees will assert themselves as active and engaged individuals in their societies, and they are supported by their societies. And when they seek support in terms of supporting legislations that will be worked upon, they have the support of their societies, and they will approach it and ask for it based on what they give the societies. The activities that they give will make them worthy of legislation that support them, because you're not supporting an idle community, you're supporting a giving community. So I hope this overview of retirement coaching is sufficient, and I'll be glad to provide more details, so please contact me. I'll be adding pictures and links of some of my activities, either videos on YouTube, copies of front books, front covers of books that I've authored, links to the articles I've authored, and I hope you and your employees, and all the corporations worldwide will take care of their own employees and will take pride in producing employees that are in producing retirees that are not as used to be did what. No. Corporations are seeking and taking pride in producing retirees who are active, who are participating, who are engaged, and who have real, big, and substantial impact on their societies. Thank you.